Yo, what's up guys? It's Lun-Gi. So today we'll be taking a look at some Snake Eyes replays. So up first we're going up against Millennium, and we go first, and he changed Joel and Lockbird. So we still have some plays left. So we summon Diabellstar, we make some other plays, we summon the Fire Princess, and then he makes a mistake here. He changed Nibiru a bit too early, so that allows us to summon back our Snake Eyes monsters and then summon a second Flamberge from the deck. So we still basically get like a somewhat full combo going. So he goes with the terraforming. Alright, so here he summons a tuner. So obviously, like, this deck, like, it needs the normal summon, and it needs like the tuner to be on the field or something to be on the field. If you get rid of their monster on the field, then they're basically stuck and can't really continue. So there we get rid of their tuner, summon Goddess, and then now we just start like triggering all of our effects. Right, so there he has enough and he scoops. Right, next up is Labyrinth. So Labyrinth, one of my favorite decks to play against. I don't think the deck is very good, man. Like, most decks that I test with, and when I test against Labyrinth, like, I just beat Labyrinth pretty easily. Yeah, pretty easily, even without like a lot of the side deck cards. I just don't think the deck is very good. So here we're gonna get hit with Eradicator. Right, so only 2 spells, and then we have 3 copies of the exact same card. So obviously against most decks, like, this should be like a loss, but we're up against Labyrinth. I'm sorry if you play Labyrinth, but I don't think the deck is like very good, to be honest. Alright, so we're not gonna go like a full like crazy combo board or anything. Alright, so he gets rid of Kurikara, and then yeah, we just attack for 3k, and then we pass turn. We put that monster in the spawn trap zone so that they can't like summon it back, because it's like their main like removal card. Alright, so here they have Fenrir. So I thought I was in trouble here with the Fenrir, but he, yeah, instead of trying to attack and then banishing, you know, the dragon, he chooses to destroy it, and then that triggers its effect. So then we get all of our cards back, we get Kurikara back, you know, so that basically puts him on edge. If he activates anything, we're just gonna sack his monsters, and then we can attack the game. Right, so we got tons of follow-up here. You know, that's one of the things that makes like Snake Eyes pretty good, is that you play on your turn, you play on your opponent's turn. Yeah, so there he just scoops it up. Alright, so next up is Branded. So this is not game 1, this is game 2, I think. Yeah, I think it's game 2. We won. So here he gets to go first, goes for Dragoon. We didn't want to use the evenly match here because we wanted to bait out Dragoon first before evenly. So we just decided to like make some plays, but he was just not negating anything, which was annoying. So finally he negates Diabellstar. Right, so now we can actually play. Alright, so we continue our plays. Summon Ash, search for Kurikara so we can sack Dragoon. Summon a second Flamberge. So in these duels I was still playing like 2 copies of Flamberge. You don't actually need 2 copies, but 2 copies is fine, especially if you have ways of actually like getting rid of it if it's in your hand. You really don't want to waste your effects, you know, summoning him from the hand. Really annoying. Right, so there we just get rid of the Flamberge because we know that he's gonna bring probably Mirrorjade. So we want access to like the Flamberge. We just summon the second back, the other one back. Alright, sack his stuff. Alright, make the whale, Kurikara, bring back Dragoon, Flamberge comes back. Alright, so over here we're good to go. Another thing that makes this deck broken is that you can basically summon any of your opponent's like boss monsters that you got rid of, you know, sack them with Kurikara, use Flamberge to put them in the spell and trap zone, and then you can summon them with Flamberge Dragon or summon them with your fuel spell. Very, very good. You know, they waste resources making these bosses. We just get rid of them and then we summon the boss back. Right, so he's making some plays here. We don't have any like disruption really. You know, I don't know, like Branded is, I don't know, it's such a strange deck. Like it has tons of like removal effects and stuff like that, but you can basically just summon a bunch of monsters onto the field and then they can't even kill you. Pretty wild. Alright, so here he has Village, so he's gonna try to protect the Dogmatica card with his life. So here we still got some plays. We got Populus searching for cards, stuff like that. So we revive. Okay, so we want to trigger the whale so we can get rid of the, yeah, we wanted to get rid of the like secret village by using the whale's graveyard effect. So if Enema there, he negates Kurikara instead. Alright, so here we summon Dark and we can get back our Dragoon. Right, summon Flamberge, get rid of Mirajade forever, and then Flamberge triggers, summon some stuff back. We've got Hita. Right, so here I think we're going to be able to like clear a lot of his monsters. Activate, you know, summon Celine. I don't know why he thought like Secret Village would be good against this deck, because Diabellstar is a spellcaster, you know, and you play Dark and Hita. I'm pretty sure he saw those cards in game 1. But anyway, it's his turn again. We use his Dragoon to negate his Cartesia. Alright, so here he's actually locked under his own, secret village, and then he scoops it up. So up against Centurion. Alright, so they have Droll and Lockbird, but we've got our friend Millennium-Eyes Restrict. Alright, so we negate Droll and Lockbird, and now we can go full wombo combo. So I think this is the first duel where we're playing Magician's Souls, I think. Definitely a staple in Snake Eyes. So nice dumping Diabellstar and then allowing you to make the Charmer links, you know, so you can go into Celine and summon back the Diabellstar like we're doing here, and then we can trigger its effect, and then we can set negation. Go for Apollousa. We're just going wild. Alright, so here we chose to go for Diabellstar so we can actually make our trap live instead of Masquerena. Right, so he tries to Lightning Storm, we just negate that. Summon back the Diabellstar, sack Flamberge Dragon, get our guys back. Now get Kurikara for the next turn. Right, so here we discover he's playing Centurion. One disruption stops the deck. Right, so we just pop the tuner, you know. And that's all she wrote. Up next is Dynam Morphia. Now this was a very long duel, very long. So he's playing the new Labyrinth monster. Allows him to basically, you know, discard itself, and then he can set the normal trap and then activate it that same turn. You know, so now you can just make Dynam Morphia plays during your opponent's turn. I think that's very good, especially against like monster heavy combo decks. You know, the main issue with Dynam Morphia was like going second. If you lost the dice roll, basically that was like you lose. Basically you auto lose. So I think that Labyrinth monster is very nice for the deck. But yeah, we can easily get rid of Rex Term because we've got, you know, we've got Little Knight, and also we've got a spell card that can put him in the spell and trap zone. So we don't have to rely just on the monsters, you know, to get things done. Alright, so here we can't summon back Firewall because of our Fire Princess. Because Firewall is not a fire monster. Surprisingly. Firewall, not a fire monster. Alright, so he continues with his what's his deck called again? Dynam Morphia plays, continues. He's really low on life points, but it was an entertaining match, very entertaining. So Anima has 0 attacks, so it can always activate, you know, against Dynam Morphia. Alright, so there we paid him out. We pop Rex with the whale from the graveyard, summons back the fusion monster, and then he just, you know, it's just chump blocking at this point. Yeah, so this game is obviously over. So in this match, we're still using the firewall engine. Very useful engine, very useful. But I decided to take it out later on because I was playing Super Poly, and I needed the extra deck space. With the firewall cards, it's like four card investment. Alright, so he scoops it up. Alright, next up is Unchained. So this should be the very last match. Also quite interesting. I think I included 2 games. I think so. But we go first, and if we go first against Unchained, it's just they can't actually play through the field. So we definitely win. He's holding the Imperm probably for like my turn. He's also holding the DD Crow probably for my turn as well. I think if you use both of them, okay, I have Call by the Grave for DD Crow though. Okay, he gets rid of the Fire Princess, but I think he probably could have impromed at some points to help stop me from comboing off, but he chose not to. So now, alright, so we just get rid of his monster. We just negate the monster, so he can still continue. We can't stop him completely, but the thing about Unchained is that, like, if you have a bunch of monsters, you know, like this deck can have, typically, if you summon a bunch of monsters, they can't actually get rid of all the monsters because they don't actually play Zeus. They don't play Zeus, which they probably should. You know, I'm sure they can figure out a way to make Zeus. You know, that's the issue with a lot of these decks these days. Like, if more people were playing Zeus, I think I would have maybe a bit more issues, but they don't. So this deck just being able to summon a bunch of chump blockers that search is actually enough to stop a lot of decks. And because you search for follow-up, you can just get rid of all of their stuff. Right, so he's got a pretty like formidable field, but he's not going to be able to, you know, get like the job done. Right, so we pop his DDD, he's rank 6. Alright, so he continues, destroys, destroy. So we just chain anyways. And then we summon back our guys. And then we get a search. I think he probably could have summoned Unicorn at some point to spin back the Flamberge. But I don't know, like maybe these players don't read. Maybe they don't read. So this is 100% GG, no RE. No RE. So now he has to pop the Anima. Anima is such a champ. Alright, he scoops. Alright, so this is the most current deck list. This is like the TCG version. No hand traps in the main deck. Just Super Poly and Droplets. And this is another version, but this one has a lot of hand traps. It is playing Heat Soul here for the draws. It's playing the Code Talker, Link 1 and Reprodicus, so that you can actually make it pretty nice build. A lot of hand traps. If you prefer to have a lot of defense, then this build is definitely for you. And the last build, this is the build that I used against Dynam Morphia. We're still playing Protean there. As you can see in the extra deck, we've got like the firewall combos. Never summon the Link 5 firewall. It's a bit difficult to summon actually. I don't think it's actually worth it to try it out. But the rest is pretty good, pretty standard stuff. Protean is nice because you can use it as disruption on your opponent's turn. Alright, so that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.